the project lead for Reinsys AI. Reinsys AI project started in 2023 as GPT-Desk, and the goal is to empower every individual to create AI agents that can perform the tasks that they do professionally and be able to deliver the services of their agents to those who need their professional expertise. In this demonstration, I would assume the role of someone who sits in finance and show how to build an AI agent that can perform uh, internal audit functions such as checking discrepancies in purchase orders, good received notes, and invoices. The first objective is to establish a connection between the finance systems and the application, and that we do in connector. We have the procurement systems connector. In this application, we are using Google App Sheets as our backend, so we need a way to exchange communication with it. Back to the application, we also need a way to be able to receive communication from the Google App Sheet, and in that case, we've created a custom connector here called internal audit. This has an endpoint, and then you protect this with a access token. You will also select the uh, outbound connector that we have created previously to the procurement system and select it. We'll also select the agent that would be performing the orchestration of the tasks. Now you can go to the application itself, and that is the agent. This is the internal audit assistant agent. There are a few things that you can configure here, but you really don't need to write any code. And the most important things would be the actions. Here we have actions to uh, get information from the procurement management system through the connection that we have established. The AI agent has a way to pass information from the conversation and send it across to the procurement system and get responses. Also, very more importantly, we have custom computations and actions that enable you as a professional to define the activities of the agent. And this is probably the first time that you're able to do, this kind of things without necessarily writing any code. So you can build the entire workflow of an internal audit professional right into your AI agent. Now, when I'm done, I can then test the application right here inside the platform. It's ready to serve, so it's asking for the ID of the PO. But before I do that, let me take us quickly to the app sheets here. So this is a Google App Sheets. It's a simple application just to simulate a procurement management system in real life. So we have the PO here. The ID is PO001. It has an attachment. So this is the document. So once the AI connects, it's able to extract this document automatically and pass it and examine the content, and also compare the information in the PO with the data that it has in the system. It will compare all the items and see and check if there are discrepancies. And this is beyond just passing it to an LLM and asking it to check. All those functions that we defined, all the functions that we defined here are the tools that will be used by the AI agent to, perform those checks. Okay, now I can provide that PO ID to it, and this is PO001. Okay, so it would start the process. The first thing it would do is to look for that document. Okay, so it's performing that task, and you will be able to trace the activities it's performing while you are in this development environment. So we can see how it's taking the actions in multiple steps. Now it's done, and it's able to find that there is a discrepancy in the quantity that is provided. Okay, there is 6 laptops in the database. Meanwhile, in the attachment, there are only 5. Also, yeah, okay. So that's the discrepancy he was able to find there. Now, um, it would also be interesting that we are able to perform this check right inside our Google App Sheet. So how do we do that? We are able to create a bot right inside the Google App Sheet. So we have a Send AI chat bot here that uses the information that we have provided in the provided in the platform. So this is the endpoint to the Reinsys AI platform that it will send the information to. These are the information it's going to send to the platform, and the token that we generate to secure the conversation. This is where you provide it. So the activities that requires AI interaction, this bot AI is able to call it and use it, and then provide response to the application. So let's look at the application. This is the PO itself. We can do the audit directly from here. And once we click on this audit PO, it's going to use the bot that we've configured here and pass that message to the agent. And the agent will create a session for that particular transaction and perform the audit. Now, because this environment is not production, this is just AppSheet, it may not be as fast as it should be. But imagine by the time you integrate this into your ERP system, some blazing fast clouds, the responses is going to be very much faster. Now, I should check if we have responses now by syncing. Yeah, so we have feedback from the agent, and we can see that it has also found the same discrepancy that we found in the when we ran the tests in the platform. Okay, so it's able to do the same thing. Okay, while this is interesting, there are also more important use cases. For example, let's say I have this I have this I have this PO in PDF, a scanned PDF here, and I want to load it into the system automatically. You know, if humans did this, there are chances for error, and it's also tedious. But can we use AI to do that? Yes, we can definitely use the agents that we have already created in Reinsys AI to do this. And based on the configuration that we already have, it's able to do that. So all you need to do now is add this PO right from here. Select the vendor. Don't bother putting all this information that you could have extracted from the document. Just attach the document directly. Find it in my downloads. It's this one, and then save. Okay, then it's going to send that the entire document to the agent on the Reinsys AI side, and it will process it and automatically call the API to update the record in this procurement management system. Okay, that may take a little bit, just as I said before, but let's check if the response is back now. Okay, not yet. We'll give it a little more seconds. Okay, we already have some information here. So the items are now in the system. Okay, we have the items in the system now. Let me sync one more time to see. Yeah, so it's complete now. We have all the data right here, the subtotal, the tax, the shipping fee, the total amount. If I open the document, yeah, it's this document, we will see all that information, subtotal, tax, shipping, total amount, and all that. So it was able to bring all that information in automatically. And if we then go to the items, we will see. You also provide us some information if there is, you know, something for us to check. Okay, nothing serious there. It's just said that it has updated the PO successfully. Okay, so you can see the log, all the interactions with the AI. He can communicate back to the procurement officer right there. Okay, let's say we now want to check audit the PO that it's loaded by itself to see if there are errors. Okay, so we can do the audit PO on this same document and see. Okay, let's check if we have feedback. Let's do a sync. As we know, Google App Sheets uses the Google Sheets at the back, so the record goes into the spreadsheet and then it's then updated into the app, so that can have some latency there. Okay, so let's check again if you have a feedback on that. Okay, so we have a response from the audit, and it's telling us that everything matches. There are no discrepancies in this information. Of course, the AI updated the information, so there is not supposed to be an error, and that's a significant value there. How many of these documents do we have to scan into the system? If we are using humans to do this, we can tell that there will be errors. But now the AI is able to do that efficiently and without errors. Okay. So one other thing is, what if there are errors in the document? So I also have a PO here that has errors in it. That should be my document. Okay, error PO. So this particular PO has some errors in it. The items, the subtotal should be 5,000, but in here we have 4,444. The tax is whatever it is, 455. We know clearly that the total is more than 5,000. Okay, so let's say you receive this kind of PO and you entered it without cross-checking the numbers, then there will be some issues there. But if you're using Reinsys AI powered agents to create your POs in the system, it should be able to catch that error, Yeah, so let's put it to test and see. Okay, so I would select the erroneous PO, which is this one, and save. Okay, so it's going to also take a little while, then send the document to the agent where it is, and then come back with a response. So it hasn't even left here yet. So Google Sheet has not sent that request yet. So I think it's trying to do that now. And once it's done, you can give it a few more seconds, really, to know. But because there are errors in that particular document, I'm not expecting it to update this record. Okay. So, but let's check to see what is happening. Okay, still no items. The records are still 0. So let me open it and see if we have a feedback from the agent. So we already have a feedback from the agent, and this is the analysis of the errors, and it's telling us that because there are errors, do you still want to proceed? Of course, this depends on how we configure it. We can say once there are errors, terminate automatically, or if there are errors, just let the human check and confirm if they still want to proceed. Maybe they have reasons to accommodate that error. Okay, so this is how we build agentic systems that have human, in the midst of things. And we can see that he works. It's able to pick the errors. It's able to pause the process, and it's asking for the human if he should proceed or not. And normally, there is no point to proceed if there are errors, but I can update it manually and then submit it. Now, if you have like 10 documents and like 8 are good, you would have the AI processing 8 documents automatically and then flagging 2, for further investigation, and that would be really nice. Okay, so these are the kind of capabilities that AI brings to the table, and we believe that it's not only those with technical capacities that should benefit from this kind of opportunities. So how do we empower those who don't have technical capability to also build applications or build AI-powered applications and deploy it and provide it even as a service to enterprises? And that is the vision that we have at Reinsys AI, and we are working towards it because we really do believe that the best people to create professional agents that will solve real-life problems are the professionals in various fields of expertise. So Whether you sit in finance or HR, we want you to be able to replicate your expertise in an AI agent and deliver it directly to enterprises through our marketplace. So that's a vision that we have at Reinsys AI. It's a project that we really do believe in, and all things being equal, we hope to succeed. And we're looking forward to your support as well. Thank you.